At this point, we all know how important emotional control is in our lives, especially what happened after COVID when we were restricted in our homes, when we were not allowed to get out. Um, those who had emotional control over their lives actually enjoyed that time. And I'm going to share with you how um, to get there. How do we get that emotional control? I have made a list of things that helped me get that emotional control. So the first thing that I did to get my emotions in line was shadow work. So what is shadow work? Basically, we all have. It is a philosophy of Carl Jung. We all have within us a shadow that if we don't recognize it, if we don't accept it, it might ruin our life. It will come and sabotage. Some people call it self sabotage. That is what the shadow is capable of doing. So you need to befriend your shadow. There are lots of exercises that you can search about, but and do those exercises. Most of them involve journaling about your day. So do it. Identify your triggers. What is triggering you? uh, when someone says something and you give disproportionate amount of reaction to it, when you are reacting and not acting on somebody's on what somebody is saying or what somebody is behaving, that is your trigger point. That is like a wound that is in your heart, in your mind, and you need to heal that. And how do you heal that? You heal that by giving attention to it, by writing it down, by meditating on it. So the next tip I have is, yes, read books on emotional control. One of my favorite books is this book, Master Your Emotions. uh, I have read and reread this book, and I have always, I thought that I might find a better one, but I have not, till date, I have not found a better book than this. A very good book. It deals with different emotions, and how you can deal with them, how you can grow through your emotions. And I think it is a staple for me. Wherever I go, I'll carry a hard copy of this book. Many people have seen me read it, especially during my vacations. I read this book a lot. Next is journal on your day and reflect on it before going to bed, or whenever you have time, whenever you're sipping tea. Just open your journal, have a dedicated journal for yourself, and just reflect on your day. Think about when were you unnecessarily triggered on the day. When did you lose your mind? When did you become angry or bitter or upset? That was not warranted, or even if it was warranted, just write it down and think over it. How could you have better handled that situation? And this is how you actually grow, day to day. This is how you stop stagnating and going round in circles, by looking at how you have, um, by looking every day closely and observing yourself objectively. That is what this journal. So become very scientific in how you observe yourself. See what kind of stimulus is generating what kind of response in you, and then you can, you don't have to do anything about it. Just journal and just think about how you could have done, how you could have handled things better, and how, if there is a way to handle things in a better way, you can also write down that solution. So next thing is, yes, meditate for just 5 minutes. I will say use gratitude meditations and breathwork meditations, and do it when you are done with the day, or in the evenings is a very good time to meditate. When you're tired and before you approach your family, it's a good idea to just meditate and do this breath work, so that you don't bring in the tiredness of the day to your family, and you just contribute, you just become a happier person. And if everyone in the family does this, I mean, just see, if everyone is happy around each other, how wonderful we can have, like what beautiful time we can spend together, right? next is Next, this is a very important tip: avoid toxic people. And for me, what I have seen, these three categories of toxic people. First is trauma dumpers. They will, these people always have some kind of drama around, going around, and they'll just come and they'll vent to you. And as they are venting, you will feel like your energy is getting low, and you will feel like this headache. And when you see this person only, you will feel a lot of headache. Or like if they're calling you, you'll feel like, I just have to ignore this call, which is, you need to ignore that call. You know what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about. Don't give these people a lot of time. What I have seen is, when they are happy or when they are having great time, they will not come and share that time with you. They will keep that happy time with they will have happy time with someone else, and all of the bad sad things they will share with you. You are not a free therapist. Don't act like one, okay? Therapists get like, the ongoing rate is, I think, 1,000 rupees for 45 minutes of session, okay? And if they are not giving you, I mean, don't. Just avoid trauma dumpers. Second people are, free advice givers, the elderly caring people. Some of them are not even elderly, but still they will give you advice without even, I mean, even when you don't ask for it, they'll give you freaky advice. Just, I'll say, stay away from them too if they are judging you in a bad light, right? If you're already happy and then they're telling, if you're already feeling really healthy, okay, and then they're coming to you and saying ki, "Arey ye karo, wo karo, you can do, you can try out yoga and Pilates," when you're already feeling healthy and you're already healthy, then try to stay away from them. And this is something that I was like, the free advice giver, so I am a recovering free advice giver, okay? So I just hold back so badly right now whenever I feel like I need to, because I don't need to. I don't have to give advice to people, and you don't have to take advice from me, okay? And the third category is judgmental angry birds. These people are angry at anything and everything, and wherever they are now, you will feel stressed when you are in their presence. You will feel a lot of stress in their presence. So I will suggest that avoid them as well. They'll only cause you stress in your life. Whenever they enter, as I said, just exit the place, or get busy doing something, you know just have all of these escape mechanisms. And if you are in a long, if okay, sorry for the cut. So as I was saying, that these are the three, and sometimes you need to recognize that we are also these people, so stop doing these things to others. It's not a good habit to be any of these people around people, okay? Next is, befriend emotionally stable people and make this your normal. uh, Drama free friends are the best kind of people. They'll have some goals, they'll uh, also have a lot of social life, um, they'll have a good family life. These are the kind of people who will not have a lot of time to spend with you, but they respect your border, they respect your boundaries, and they really know how to keep friendships. So make friends with these people. Yep. Emotional currency. So, are you still crying over something that happened years ago? Your emotional currency is how much emotionally current you are, like how right now your state of mind, what are you crying over? Are you crying over something that happened 2 days ago? Then your emotional currency is 2 days. Like it's uh, the lesser that your emotional currency is, the more in the present you are, the happier and the more emotionally in control you will be. So stop being living in the past, and also for a while stop living in the future, because living in the past and living in the future are uh, they'll hurt you too much in the past or too much in the future. So most of your time should be spent in the present, building on what you have right now. Experience your life like a Ghibli movie, experience every small moment, every moment you are doing things that are insignificant, but still try to romanticize those things. Next is avoid useless social media and focus on growth content. See, when you have Instagram and when you look at people's WhatsApp status, a lot of times what I have discussed this with a lot of my friends, and they report back the same thing, that whenever we are on social media, like Instagram, we feel a lot of jealousy. Not a lot, but we feel jealousy in some or the other form. And we only get to see the highlighted happy versions of people, and we think okay, these people have everything in control and everything is happier for them. No, they also have their difficult times, they also have to manage difficult things in their life, but no one is going to share that with you. So be aware of jealousy. People will share their vacation photos, they will share um, the time they're spending with their friends when they're going out, and when you see that, it will it does affect you. So stay away from that kind of social media like Instagram and WhatsApp as much as you can, and try to spend, if you want to use social media, use it for your growth. Use it to learn new things, listen to educational podcasts, listen to educational lifestyle YouTube channels that will help you, rather than being on you know stupid useless social media apps. Exercising daily. Okay, your physical body and your mind has direct correlation, direct connection. So um, the more you move your body, the healthier your mind also is, right? So try to incorporate exercises. And for ladies, I'll say Pilates, walking, swimming, yoga, cycling, all of these low impact easy exercises that you see even old people doing. See, those old people are doing these exercises, it is a good thing that they are, I mean, how can I say that? Let me rephrase it. Because they have been doing these exercises for since their youth, they are still able to exercise. The people who were working out the wrong way, or who were doing the wrong things, or not exercising at all, you will not find them doing walking, Pilates, swimming, yoga, cycling. You're getting it? So the reason for their health is because they focused on these kind of low impact, sustainable, healthy exercises. So yeah, do that. Set a rough routine and follow it. I'm not asking you to make a very tight time. I mean, if you're that kind of a person, then sure, and if you can follow it. I cannot personally follow a very very tight set routine, but your day-to-day life should have something like, it should be like a workout. So how do you work out? First you warm up, then you do the main bits of workout, and then you stretch. You don't completely directly go and work out, right? So it is more sustainable for you to have some kind of warm up for the day. Morning routines and evening routines. So morning routines are like warm up. So curate a simple morning routine for yourself. Then your workout will be whatever you're doing for your living, do that. And stretch will be your evening routine, so that your brain and your body gets, it realizes that it's time to rest now, right? Ask for help, don't be shy in asking for help, and delegate as much as possible. um, if you need any advice, ask. If you need any advice, you can ask a good mentor. If you need um, help in any physical help, you can ask people around you. You don't have to be super independent. It's okay to rely on people. It's okay to ask for help. Just like it is a very good habit to help others, it is also a good habit to ask for help. Next, declutter your space. So that includes your mental and physical space. um, Journal and just empty out whatever negativity. If you have any negativity, empty it out. Get therapy if you can pay for it. Just declutter your brain. And I have seen that the people with uh, who have a very good um, emotional control on their life, they also have very good homes, like clean homes. So I will ask you to clean your room, clean your space, clean as much as you can. Doesn't matter if you have to clean your, I mean, if you have to keep your space clean, if you have to clean for somebody else, it is also okay. I know that it's better not to make it a habit, but it's okay. If you are in a rut, clean your space, clean wherever you're working, wherever you're resting, your room, your home, clean it. Next is keep a food journal. Bad food will make you emotionally constipated. I mean, whenever I used to eat pani puri and things like junk food, pizzas, burgers, cold coffees, they would feel really nice when I was having them. But after, when I started digesting those things, the after effects of these food are very draining. You keep a food journal, because I have consciously kept a food journal, and because I have consciously thought about it, about how every food that I'm putting in my body is making me feel. um, I realized that it is very important to uh, have a healthy diet. Okay, and next thing is, this is not for everyone, but not for the faint hearted. You need a lot of willpower to do this, but try green tea and quit caffeinated tea. Quit, especially for, again, this is for girls. It's better for hormones if we quit caffeine, if we quit tea, and if we quit coffee, and have this green tea. Green tea is very good for our body, and very good for longevity, and for living a nice healthy life. That is it. Those were all of the tips I have for you. The results will take time, many months sometimes. For me, it took a couple of years. It is like a workout, it is like growing a tree, and it will give you increasing returns. It is worth the time and effort, and keep doing these things. And it is like investing in your future, investing for your older self, and investing for your present self also. So that is all I have for you. Thank you.